Josiah Harrell was supposed to make his UFC debut last year at UFC 290 against Jack Della Maddalena in a short notice fight, but his medicals revealed that he had moya disease, which is a rare condition that affects blood flow to the brain, causes the main arteries at the base of the brain to narrow, which leads to the development of small tangled blood vessels. So at the beginning of this year, he had 9-hour surgery where a portion of his skull was removed and drilled a hole into, and then threaded a vein from outside his skull through the opening. The vein was then connected to 2 other veins to establish new pathways for blood to reach the top side of the right side of the brain. He was set to return this Friday at LFA in Niagara Falls, New York, but when it came down to it, no doctor would sign off and be liable for something that could happen in that cage.
Everybody just got news, fight is canceled. Not anything on our part. EKG came back good. Blood came back good. Eyes came back good. It was getting someone to sign off on a physical. So the physical itself, we made all the check marks and all those things were good. But when it came down to a doctor needing to be liable for what could happen, nobody was willing to sign off on that. I apologize. I'm already in New York. Anyone that's driving down and coming down and that's already coming down, I apologize. Anyone that doesn't want to show up now because I'm not fighting, that's fine. Anyone that's coming down anyways, I'll be here and I'll be most likely drinking. So if you guys are showing up, I'm going to be hammered. If not, I'm sorry.
Josiah Harrell is undefeated. He has a record of 7-0, and all 7 of those victories were via stoppage. In LFA, Austin Vanderford dropped his opponent with a jab and landed some strikes on the ground and ended the fight in just over a minute.
Yeah, a lot with King Mo. We work it. He talks speed all the time, and he just says touch it, man. He knows how hard I hit, how heavy my hands are, and he just says touch that jab.
Merab says he wants to fight in March, either against the winner of Umar Nurmagomedov versus Song Yadong, the winner of Piotr Yan versus Davison Figueiredo, or Sean O'Malley. Some fans question if he's choosing March as a strategic move to avoid Umar, who is unavailable during Ramadan. Merab says that Umar wanted to fight him in December, but Merab says that's too early for him, but he was willing to fight O'Malley in November, so he's fueling those ducking allegations with some of the statements that he's making. Now that he's champion, Merab's trying to make the best business decision for himself, and fighting O'Malley would be the best business decision for him. He's already beat him, and that's the biggest money fight for him, so he's pushing for that. That would be the best fight for him business-wise. Umar Nurmagomedov would be the worst business decision for him. That's his toughest matchup. He would be an underdog in that fight. There's a decent chance he does lose and then cuts off all potential earnings as champions. Doesn't get any more pay-per-view points after that because he no longer has the belt. So from a business standpoint, fighting Umar would be the dumbest thing to do, so that's why he's not keen on jumping in there with Umar.
Nah, here. The phone isn't doing this justice, folks, yeah? Get out and have a look at that moon quick. Is it... The moon is on the bleeding low level. It's like the moon... Surely the moon's going to go up. Look at the thing. Have a look at that moon, folks. Quick. Out your window if you can. That is the maddest. It's like the sphere. It's like I'm looking at the sphere, yeah? What? What the fuck? Nah. What is with these phones, man? Look at that moon quick, everyone, yeah? And tell us, is it going up? It's actually going up. That's usually the moon's up there, like. It's down there, it's at me eye level. And it's huge. And it's going up. Yeah, look at that moon. Can you see that? That's rising up now, look. Oh my God, it's the sphere. The sphere's outside, folks, yeah?
Patchy Mix says, looks like Raul can't make it. I can come scrap on ADXC6 if you want the smoke.
Your town, vote for that man. This is where you say, I'm CM Punk and I approve this message.
Local politics. I'm CM Punk and I wish we would stop genocide, you know?
All right, well, listen, I think that's enough talking for today, isn't it?
Let's get back to the fighting action. That's much safer to do. Just see it.
One, nice tight. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Nice and smooth.
9, 3, 4, 5.
Some more fighter declarations in support of the $375 million settlement offer in the UFC antitrust lawsuit. Some fighters previously mentioned having some symptoms of CTE. Nam Pham did not mention that, but many assume he does have CTE because his speech has changed considerably. Some people empathize with the plight of some of these fighters, while others had the mentality, you knew the risks and uncertainties going into this thing, so you can't complain now. Gina Bazzani's one fighter who won't get any sympathy because she was married to Tim Elliott, and he said on their wedding day she slept with another UFC fighter, Kevin Kroom, who was a good friend and at the wedding. So Elliott probably had a shit-eating grin reading this declaration from Bazzani. I was extremely depressed following my retirement from the UFC, struggled to acclimate to my post-career life, faced serious challenges in meeting basic everyday expenses for food, shelter, and transportation, and paying for medical treatment I need now. These funds would also allow me to obtain health care I need now. I desperately need these funds now.
Nah.
Felice Herrig is also resentful. She says, I still battle depression to this day, and I'm angry I saw so little reward for what I provided to the UFC. After reading a bunch of these in a row, it feels like an infomercial to not get into MMA. You're gonna be broke, your body's gonna be broke, your brain gonna be broke, so don't get into MMA. Yeah, but most fighters in this class are supporting this settlement offer so they can get whatever money they can from it and just have this case, which has been lingering on for quite some time, just go away.
What are the actual risks and rewards of taking this to trial versus accepting a settlement?
Trials, they're inherently a gamble. I mean, best case scenario, right? The fighters hit a home run, they get a massive win that forces some real lasting change in the sport.
Okay.
But on the other hand, you have to acknowledge there's a very real chance they walk away with nothing. Or worse, they end up on the hook for huge legal bills.
And on top of that, you have to factor in the toll a long, drawn-out trial takes,
Oh, absolutely.
Years of uncertainty, mounting legal fees. It can be absolutely brutal, I'd imagine.
Oh, without a doubt. And especially when you consider that, we've already established a lot of these fighters are already in a financially precarious position. The settlement, it offers something they probably don't have a lot of right now. Certainty.
Certainty, peace of mind.
Right. And in a sport as unpredictable as MMA, that's not something to scoff at.